Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So, I was going to do videos sooner, I just haven't had time, but because of the Steam Summer Sales that ended last week, I think they ended last week now, I bought some games and I kind of want to show you them because I feel like they're perfect for the Steam Deck. So here we go, let's get into it. So guys, today's video is going to just be on some purchases I made throughout the Steam sales, the Steam Summer Sales that were on last week. And yeah, I think I bought some great games, some games that work perfectly on the Steam Deck. And it's just kind of take it as a recommendation video if you guys want something new to play or you want to dive into something old that is an amazing game in itself but maybe just a bit forgotten about, a bit underrated. Anyway, let's dive in. So first of all, a new game that I bought was Dave the Diver. Now this game I picked up a little bit, I think this was the first day into the sales and I was seeing people hyping this game up and I was like, what is this game? The art style looks amazing. It's like this pixel art slash almost like realism style. When you go into the water, the creatures kind of do look realistic, but then you're playing as this big diver dude called Dave and basically run a sushi restaurant on a night time with the help of a sushi chef, and you go and hunt the creatures under the water in the day. So it kind of works on like a day and night cycle kind of thing. So you were hunting the fish and sea creatures during the day, and whatever you use, whatever you pick up in the sea, you'll then use to cook on the evening. So it's a real cool little concept. You can, it's that Moorish concept of like just one more night, just one more day, see how far I can explore. I found from playing it that it's very addictive. Like you've got like an oxygen tank, you've got like an oxygen suit on, and you go fishing during the day, and then on the night time you have to prepare your food with your sushi chef. And as you can imagine, it progresses where you get to upgrade your suit, you get to dive further down. And it's got like kind of a lot of sea creatures and just weird stuff going on in the sea. So as you can see from the gameplay on the screen, yeah, if that's the kind of game you like, I keep seeing people say it's like Stardew Valley x Subnautica. And yeah, I kind of do get that as well, because obviously in Subnautica you're diving down, you're collecting resources. In Stardew Valley it's got the very farming sim-esque, take care of your farm, meet the locals, etc. But yeah, really recommend it. Super fun, addicting, one more game kind of thing, and it works really well on the Steam Deck, which is the main thing. Moving on to some older titles I picked up. Vanquish. So Vanquish has been on my radar for a long time. I'm quite a big fan of Bayonetta and Platinum Games' work in general. They're really fun. They make a lot of hack and slashes. Like list off some off the top of my head. We've got Astral Chain, underrated Switch game, Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 3, a lot more hack and slashes, including Vanquish as well. So Vanquish is like it's a very sci-fi-esque beat 'em up style. Like it's got some bullet hell elements I've seen. I don't want to like ruin too much of it by looking at too much gameplay. It's been out for quite a long time though now. I don't know if this is one of Platinum Games' first ever games, but apparently it works super good on the Steam Deck. And yeah, Platinum Games, an underrated gem in their collection of games. I just thought I'd check it out. And yeah, if this gameplay looks cool and fun, which it definitely is, then have a look. It's definitely looks like an underrated gem to me. So yeah, I'm excited to check that out. Another underrated gem, I know I keep saying that a lot, but I tried to like pick out some games that I hadn't really played or hadn't really heard of or kind of went under the radar for me. And The Surge 2 kind of went under the radar for me. It was super cheap. I think I picked this up for like £5. And yeah, it's one of them Dark Souls-esque kind of games where you're doing the bonfires. I know they're not bonfires in The Surge, but kind of that kind of thing where you've got like your checkpoints and then you've got to make it from point A to point B with a lot of enemies in between. And if you die, you have to restart. And it's got that combat mechanic where you're locking on, but it's like a sci-fi-esque kind of version of it with like robots. And like it's set in like this sci-fi universe, and it's the second game, so they've had time to work on what worked in the first one and improve upon it, which is what I've read from the reviews. I kind of think that the general consensus on this is the second game is a lot better than the first one. So super hyped to get into this. So that is The Surge 2, like a sci-fi Dark Souls kind of game made by a smaller company, but nevertheless has boss fights in it, you know, super fun looking game. I'm excited to dive in, but I've heard good things according to the Steam reviews. A game that I really want to play desperately, Age of Empires 2. Apparently Doesn't work on Steam Deck unless you haven't linked the Xbox account. What's up everyone? Quick interjection into this video. I'm trying to play Age of Empires right now and it isn't actually working. I don't know if they released an update recently or a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago where it now just completely doesn't even start on Steam Deck. I've used a couple of GE Protons and the experimental and it's just giving me an endless loading screen of the Steam logo going round and round, and then it just ends and doesn't get anywhere. So yeah, maybe miss out on Age of Empires 2. It doesn't really seem to work. I'm gonna play it on my PC anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna refund it. But yeah, just be aware that that might not be the best option for Steam Deck as it doesn't currently run. I'm not sure if there's a way around it, but yeah, as far as using Proton and everything, it isn't working for me. And a lot of people on Proton DB are saying the same thing. So yeah, maybe stay away from Age of Empires 2. Then I rebought one of my favourite JRPGs ever, Dragon Quest XI. Absolutely love that game. Played it so many times now, but for some reason I haven't bought the definitive edition. So they've got like two versions. I don't know if they even sell the first version anymore, but they've got the definitive version, which just has like an orchestral soundtrack, it even has different things in game, like the tiny forge. You can do it from anywhere. It's got a lot of like improvements, small improvements, but the overall game kind of looks different as well now, and it has the 2D mode built in. I was playing it on the Switch back in the day when it came out, but the Switch's graphics just not cutting it for me, and it's like sub 30 FPS. So I waited it out. I've managed to get it locked to about 40 to 50 on the Steam Deck, which isn't bad. It's pretty good, but it looks really nice as well. And I've even managed to get 16:10 ratio. That's how much I love this game. I put some effort into trying to modify the actual game itself. Apparently you need to do some stuff. I think it actually might require to use like a separate program which then messes about with the hex codes and then makes it 16:10. I'm not 100% sure on the wizardry behind that, but it looks insane at 16:10. Really annoys me when a game doesn't support the Steam Deck's native resolution and you're left with them black bars. Just a bit of a pet peeve for me. But yeah, Dragon Quest, absolutely love it. It's super fun JRPG. Music's amazing. Characters are so good. Can't think of what else to say. The boss fights are insane. Story's fun. It's got like a whimsical charm, kind of like childish kind of vibe to it, but it's got some really dark parts in it as well, like people dying, people betraying people. But like, if you look at it from face value, it does look very kiddie. But then, as you can see, big fan of Dragon Ball, so Toriyama's artwork is insane. Although a lot of his stuff kind of looks similar, but yeah, that's beside the point. What else did I pick up? I picked up Dead Island Definitive Edition. So I haven't actually played Dead Island in quite a long time, but Definitive Edition was like £2, and that's like the only version you can buy on Steam now. Really enjoy Dead Island. I think it's a great game from the times. Even comparing it to like Dying Light 2, I know they're completely different games, but there's just something fun about the combat in Dead Island, and it doesn't have all the gimmicks of the parkour. And although I do love the parkour, it's better in the first game though, Dying Light 1. But yeah, it's just very simple, and you pick up a weapon, you beat zombies up. It's just, yeah. Not played the second game that much, but the open worldness of the first game, I kind of prefer it. But yeah, super cheap, works really well on the Steam Deck, and you can play co-op as well, which is also an added little bonus if you want to play with your friends. Picks up a couple more games. I picked up quite a few, as you can see, but picks up Fez. Never played it. It's like an indie gem. Everyone goes on about it. I've watched the indie game movie. I'm pretty sure Fez is featured in that. I watched it a couple of years ago now. I know it's Super Meat Boy, and I think Fez also is like, it's kind of like showing different indie development teams and what they're doing to promote their game. But yeah, I've always been interested in to play it. I've never bought it on Steam. It was like £1 or £2 again, instant purchase. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's got that 2D, 3D rotation style where you can kind of like modify the world around you and move from wall to wall depending on what angle you've got pointed at you. It looks super fun, and I'm into puzzle games like that, so yeah, excited to play that too. And I did buy one more game, and it was Ultra Street Fighter 4. Now I know the new Street Fighter just came out, but that was like £30, and not mad about Street Fighter, but I've heard a lot of good things about Street Fighter 4, and I just kind of wanted to delve into Street Fighter a bit more without having to buy the brand new game. And I haven't heard too many good things about 5. I know 4 is like kind of like the staple of the series, so it was like £3 or £4. So I thought, yeah, let's get into it. I'm a big Tekken fan, as you'll know from watching the videos, and Mortal Kombat as well. But trying to download Mortal Kombat on the Steam Deck is painful. It's like 100 gigs, and I just don't want to have a fighting game take up so much space on my Steam Deck. So Street Fighter 4, I'm going to try and learn some combos. Best character, M. Bison for me. And yeah, those are the games I picked up during the Steam Summer Sale. Let me know what you guys picked up, and yeah, I'll let you. We'll discuss in the comments. But yeah, I'm interested to see if you guys picked up any good games for the Steam Deck. And yeah, just let me know what you've been playing in general. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.